Cambridgeshire County Council is a partner in the international Sharing Stories, Sharing Life project funded by Erasmus+. The project uses life storytelling and reminiscing to reduce loneliness and isolation in older people, and to connect them with their communities and rediscover past interests and passions. The Erasmus team developed a training package for volunteer story listeners and a toolbox of resources to encourage older people to share their stories. The Sharing Stories, Sharing Life approach complements existing befriending and support schemes for older people, or can be run as a new standalone project. The training package and toolbox of resources are available free of charge on the Sharing Stories website.
The other thing I found really helpful was the Sharing Stories website had some really helpful and valuable advice and tips on how to encourage the teller to give more of their life story. So there were some really helpful questions that you could ask. There was helpful advice on what topics you might focus on or how to get to that deeper level of conversation. But the lovely thing about Sharing Time is it provides, if you like, a framework for the conversation. So I think it gives a real purpose to the being together. The teller is there to tell their story. The story listener is there really to listen. And if you like, it gives permission to the teller for the focus to really be on them, for them to really dig deep into their background, and for the listener to be there to really encourage and pull out all those details. I think that for anybody that is suffering from any kind of cognitive impairment, maybe early stages of dementia, the project is wonderful because it is kind of taking the mind away from present worries, anxieties, or difficulties with life and refocusing on the past. And somebody with dementia is much more able to access memories from further back in their life, which is what the Sharing Stories project is encouraging them to do.
Oh, it was excellent. She was so. We just sat here. I couldn't believe when nearly 2 hours had gone, and we just sat there and talked, and it was really good.
I admire that woman because I could start in the morning and I could work all the way around till tea time, just telling her these stories, and she was fascinated. She's a lovely, lovely lady.
Because not many people know, when I talk to a lot of younger people, they never realised Cambridge got bombed during the war. I mean, they just didn't realise. And when I talked about Mill, no, it can't be Mill Road. I said, yeah, they actually hit the 3 houses right on the side of the bridge. Jordan's Yard, which is on the other side of Cambridge, my auntie came down from Liverpool and she got accommodation in Jordan's Yard, and 3 days later she got bombed out there.
I wish more people would write stories, or just sit and talk about them, because there's lots and lots of things that happened nobody'll ever know. I mean, like my dad walking under the sea for 5, and he said rats lived better than he did because there was no toilets, there was no food, no clean water, only what you took down in a billy can and your bait. Well, bait means your lunch or your tea. I wanted to do something on my own, and I've done it. Mm-hmm. And I'm if somebody had said you've got a medal, it couldn't have been happier than what I'm doing now with the stories.